Oh yeah.
I need to get closer.
That's weird. Let me see something. Hmm. Well, for some reason, I can't see the chat. One sec. No. Let me open it on my phone. All right. Right now, I was doing the damn campaign. There's 17 chapters of this, and I'm doing the Zulaman quest line. Basically, what I know from the story so far. So everyone play the intro. You gotta start at what is it, Quel'Danis, or somewhere up here. You gotta fight back Zalatath, push back the Void, and then like, all right, thanks for helping us stop the big bad for now. We got the Sunwell back up and running, blah 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 blah. And they're like, all right, can you just go help other people? And so I was trying to do the one where you help Arathor, but unfortunately that quest is bugged because it's like, all right, you gotta take the portal to Hammerfall. And everyone, if you go over there, like if I go over there right now, unless they fixed it, I mean, I know I'm just wasting time, but if I go over there right now, there's just a bunch of people standing around the guy, and they're just like, yep, it's still bugged. And I'm like, so I just said, fuck it. I'm not doing that. So now I'm helping these troll guys.
You have given me hope.
I guess I'll read I'll read them out loud. Why not? Remember you from before, the Gokine and Amanizar. Is it true that Kinduru made you and Liadrin Hashura? Oh, so this girl is supposed to be a Hashe or something like that, which is like basically the chosen one of the gods or whatever. And she's going around and reviving all these old gods, so that way they can, or Loas, I think they call them, so that way she can get their power to protect her people. Because these guys, they've been around since classic WoW and before. The ZA, that was a big area in, what was it, TBC? They did the raid. And so now basically the story that I know is that the trolls kind of got fucked throughout all of WoW's history since the beginning. So You know, they took over, they kind of were all over the place, and then they got pushed out by the elves, and they got pushed out by the orcs, and they got pushed out by the humans, and they just got, their territory just got smaller and smaller and smaller to where they're kind of at Zulaman and then over here in Kalimdor, but they just keep getting pushed by everything. Over here they got pushed by the gnolls, like they just can't win. And so now the elves are, you know, it's kind of like, I feel like they're trying to draw some real life parallels, but the elves are like, oh, we had no idea that we oppressed your people so much. Oh, you know, we're learning about the troll history and independence, and we're giving them back their land. Huh? It's just a game, they say. It's just a game. We're gonna give them back their land. We will, but we need to speak to Nalarak.
With Nalarak's blessing, I will rid Zulaman of all that threaten us. Ashura.
Fine. To commune with the sleeping Lord of War, you must sit at his fire. But all that have did not come back.
So I do not.
You be successful, but I wouldn't lose sleep if he eats your face off.
You done? All right. So, anyways, I do not pity Li Laoju. I was around her age when I took my place as leader of the Yamani. This girl's the fun. Oh wait, no. This girl's the leader. I am proud of her. She's sticking up for herself and her tribe. She gave us what we needed, and I will not go back on my promise of helping her. And I get Amani reputation, which, by the way, I'm a little upsetty spaghetti that they removed the little tracker. Nalarak is the Lord of War. His trial must be a battle. There will be no greater death for an Amani than to die in combat against the Lord of War. No greater thrill than fighting him. Does it not make your blood pump faster and harder in your veins, Hashira? So I'm like her Hashira, her assistant or something. The assistant to the regional manager, you know? She lets out a feral howl and laughs. Come meet me at Nalarak's prow, and we will sit at his fire and face our last trial together. Complete the Den of Nalarak dungeon. Guys, let's do a fucking dungeon. Let's do it. Enter the follower dungeon. It's time to tank and spank, baby. This would be the first dungeon I've done this patch, or this expansion. A little bit of the cold brew. Sponsored by Stock. I would love to get a sponsor from them so I don't have to buy their shit anymore. Alright, so I got Shuja. Oh, I got my favorites. Krina. Shuja. I've heard the follower. I've heard the follower dungeons can take forever. I'm not gonna lie. Let me turn the volume up a little bit. I'm going, bitch. Fucking relax.
Sit, and we will start a ritual. But be
Meditate
ready.
on the sound of the
This
flames.
is the Lord of War. Whatever he dreams of, we must complete the trial.
Look at that. Okay, let me repair for my gear breaks. I'm in here. Nope.
Talk to me. Hurry back.
Did that.
Do not worry about your friend. They would be Hashe, Nalarak, their dreamer. The Lord of War will test their strength. A Hashe is only as
An eagle
strong
descends
as their
down to
warriors.
scavenge nearby berries.
So you too would be tested in Nalarak's dream. The Lord dreams of the Amanis past, when their
Boys,
winter
do
was
some
their
damage.
only foe. Preparing for it will be your first trial.
Please interrupt. Oh, there we go. I used my stun. You gotta do a heal. Stop And this is, now I know what they're talking about. The fucking AI. I'll never forget, they love to pull extra shit. I need to buy blinds because this is my first time in a while where I'm in an apartment that is right next to a window, and like I get that, what's it called, that glare off of the screen. Let me interrupt that. Oh, my fucking shockwave. It's one of my favorite parts about a warrior is when you have multiple casters and you just throw down shockwave. Oh, it feels so good. Interrupt those mending tides. I wish they did something like Final Fantasy.
Well done.
Hello.
You just might
Hello.
survive.
Where like in Final Fantasy, if you interrupt a cast, they will you'll do extra damage.
Good.
I got it. I'm
Resources
grabbing
will
the
keep
fucking-
you alive.
What is that? At boss warning, bring this down. Hold up. Bring this down, bring this down, bring this down, bring this down. There we go. And then, oh, I can't move this at all, huh? That's ass. Okay, well. It's just gonna bother me. It's fine. So much stuff on the screen, I know. It's one of those things where you get exposure therapy. How can this be ported to? Well, that's why they simplified it. Believe it or not, at this expansion they removed a lot of the extra add-ons. So a lot of this stuff is just default because, and the players, you know, they whined, they cried. Oh no, not me add-ons, you know. But it'll be okay. I just wish I could move this and it not look ugly. I just don't know where to put it. This is my rep bar, my experience bar. Oh well. That's fine. It's because it's blocking this and it's pissing me off. But I mean, I could put it right there. I could do this, and then what is this? The encounter bar? We don't need that. Cast bar right there. Put this right there, and that'll do for now. All right, this is where that tism takes over. I have to have it perfect. Boom. Cooldowns. Oh yeah. Forgot about this. Boom. And then my buffs. Boom. Move this down. Move this down. Alright. Clean up the UI. Yeah. So these are all my cooldowns. My interrupts. My interrupt on here. My interrupt is not on here. Put that in there. Yeah, put this in there. Boom. There we go. Oh, yeah. Okay, I see. So, boom. All right. But if you want, I saw that on YouTube ad. So basically, this is the beginner's first guide. Turn the music down. It is kind of killing me a little bit, even though I like it. All right, so basically, this is me, and this is my target. So whatever I click on, boom. All right, this is my reputation bar and my experience bar. So this controls my level, and this is like my level with that faction. I'm sure you get all this, right? Enemies, red is bad, yellow is in the middle. Most yellow stuff you can attack, and it'll attack you back. Damage meter tells me who's doing how much damage, blah, blah, blah. These are my party members behind me, these retards. This is the quest tracker, tells me I'm a little quest. And these are all my abilities. And this is after they removed a lot of add-ons, simplified the game, and changed the abilities. So as you can see, everything's key bound. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I have the Corsair scimitars, so I have like 12 buttons on my mouse. And I use these for that. And then QE and all this other stuff and all this stuff. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it. And right now we're doing a dungeon. And I'm doing it with AI, and that's the only reason I'm taking so long. Because if this was people, they'd be blowing my shit up right now. Like, hey, tank, I ain't got all fucking day. And that's pretty much it. Ooh, that's a heavy cast. Oh, and they're pulling extra stuff. Stop it.
It needed some magic.
Oh, we're gonna go fishing? Alright. Just waiting for it to bobble. As far as how this dungeon works, I have no idea, man. Because it's a brand new one. So this is the first time, at least in a dungeon, where they've asked me to pick berries and fish,
You just might survive.
Normally it's just, alright, kill this guy. And then kill this guy. And then kill this guy. Get another fish. Look at him. Right into my trap. I need me a big grouper. Dude, it's like that fishing game at Dave and Buster's. Pull the rod! Oh, I forgot I'm playing with AI. They're gonna pull everything on the way over here. Brother, see, and this is what I'm talking about with the AI. I don't know what Blizzard did, but it's as if they made the AI just, just pull everything. Like, to get to an enemy, everything has to be dead before it. Because if it's not pulled, they're gonna run across the map and pull it.
Good. Resources will keep you alive.
Sense a surplus of supplies and twitch and anticipation of the feast. Okay. So I guess this is the first boss. This is where we came in, and that's the waystone. So we need to go this way. All right. Oh, what does this do? Requires at least 25 skill in Midnight Alchemy or Druid Bear form. Nope, not using that. Oh, it's probably a buff for like warlocks.
In their winter, there were those like the Horde Manga, whose greed burden others. Their Mani Hashe use their most trusted warriors to eliminate them for the good of the tribe.
For the love of God, please just let me put this shit down. Ooh. For the love of the tribe. Oh. What's up, buddy? All right, we go. Be honest, I am not sure. Oh, shot. Standing in the cone, very nice. Love to see it. Good old AI. Rotten mushrooms across the arena. Do we need to go get them? Oh, those are soaks. I'm gonna soak it. Gonna soak that.
Like a living vine, some branches must be.
Like a living vine. All right. What class? I'm a prot warrior, so I'm a tank. I mostly just play tanks. What I was doing. Sorry. What I was doing last season was I was trying to play. What is it? 6 tanks. You have prot paladin, which is 1. Prot warrior, which is 2. Vengeance demon hunter, 3. Guardian druid, 4. Blood death knight, 5. I swear there's one that I'm missing. Paladin, warrior, demon hunter. Oh, and monk. Yeah, of course. I was a brewmaster monk. So I was trying to get all tanks to Keystone Hero. And then it's funny that all I play is tanks now, because when I first played WoW, all I played was mage. Well, my first character was Murdoch, who's a rogue. And then I was just stuck at the undead area, Silver Pine Forest. Then I made a death knight on my mom's account. She made me delete that character because I put my real name like a dumbass. But I was 10 years old, so you know, it's like, oh, that's my name, Mom. Duh. You know. And then what else? And then I just played mage. Like when I got back into the game, when I finally got my PC, I just played mage. And then, can I stun him? Oh, I couldn't stun him. I got silenced. Life. Pretty much, even though it looks overwhelming, I guess. I mean, I have been playing this for years, but you just kind of get out of the circle. So, oh, look at that. Like, I don't know what it does, but I know if I stand in there, it's probably gonna hurt or kill me. So. And then as a tank, my job is just to kind of stand there. Tank's a boring class since most tanks are. I like the challenge of it because, especially in Mythic Plus, you know, you're doing more than just like, because this is a normal dungeon, so it's pretty boring, I won't lie. It's cool because it's my first time doing it, but yeah, if you just tank like normal stuff, I guess it could be boring, unless you're like an ultra dad gamer. You just want to get in chat with the boys and then, you know, relax. But I like the challenge, like with Mythic Plus, when it comes to like trying to beat that timer. And so you're trying to do big ass pulls, keep the group alive. You're really trying to see how much damage you can take. You know? Because like if this was a Mythic Plus dungeon, I'm assuming that you would probably want to pull this whole room. Remember, Mythic upscales the difficulty, and then with each level it gets even harder. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and it just keeps going. Turn this down a little bit. I didn't realize. Is this the next boss? The Looming Tempest? And then pretty much, just like any dungeon, you're just looking to see what the enemies do. I play dungeons differently, so yeah, like I'm a bit WoW-brained, and I'm just like, oh, DPS, 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 I always want to be at the top of the meters, but as a tank, you're never, unless your group is really bad, you're not going to be at the top of the meters, It's just, it's because tanks are only supposed to be able to do, I believe it's like 60% of the damage of the other classes, or something like that. Because it wouldn't make sense, like, why would you want a tank that basically functions as a DPS, Like, it's cool to pop off with that damage, but then it's kind of like, at that point, you could just get, 4 tanks and a healer. You know what I mean? So we gotta go over here. Oh, this is interesting. All right. So we have to stand behind these rocks. Oh, and of course they pulled. Hell yeah. And they went over there and they pulled more shit. See, look at these AIs, man. Goddamn clankers. Just gonna pull everything. Pulling it all. If they would let me get aggro, and like that's another thing you have to balance too, is like DPS that can't keep their dick in their pants, these are bots, so of course they're gonna be dumb, but getting aggro, making sure that nothing's attacking the group, and then as you can see, like just trying to be aware of like what they're casting, the enemy, so that way you can interrupt it. Bitch. Oh, okay, so now we have to hide. I think I get it now, so it's gonna do this wind shit, and then we have to hide, and then the warrior gameplay I like, because you're just spamming shield slam, and I just really like the sound effects and just that gameplay style. Pretty much just typical tank gameplay. You have your mana bar, which as a warrior is rage. So all my abilities cost a certain amount of rage. And my goal is just to build up rage by tanking, right? So obviously getting hit by enemies builds rage, as well as there are certain abilities I have, like Shield Slam, that builds rage, I believe. And Thunderclap builds rage. And then, you fall into what they call Builder Spender. So my builders are like Shield Slam, Thunderclap, and then my Demoralizing Shout. And my spenders are Ignore Pain, Shield Block, Revenge. And then I'm just constantly finding that perfect balance of doing damage as well as using my Ignore Pain to build up a shield. Because what I really like about warrior as well is like this ability here is good against, so this is great against physical attacks. So as long as it's physical damage, it'll block it. So it blocks all melee attacks against you for 8 seconds. These blocks can be critical blocks that increase the damage by shield slam by 30%. So that's pretty cool. So basically, I shouldn't die to any physical damage. This, however, is really good because it works against magic as well. Because obviously this only blocks physical. So if I'm fighting a more magical dungeon, yeah, I'm going to struggle as a prot warrior. But if I keep building up rage and then spending it on ignore pain, it keeps building that cushion. And that's where you see when my health bar kind of turns white. It's like that magic shield. So that works against physical and magic. It's kind of like fake health because it does disappear. It's not like it just stays there forever. But it can definitely keep you from dying for sure. We'll say that. And then something else is like if you look at the enemy's health bar, you'll see them cast abilities, which is you just look at the color. If it's gray, you can't interrupt it. If it's if it's yellow, more times than not you can. And it's just about the priority of like what to interrupt. Because like for instance, there were some casters that we fought earlier that they cast like different abilities, but I was looking for abilities that heal. Like I think it was called mending wind or something like that. Obviously you don't want them to heal their allies. Makes the fight take longer. Oh, go up here. And then this is something I really like about the game too. Like you can hide behind a cone, and if something's a caster, it's they'll have to come to you because you break their line of sight. You know, pretty cool stuff. We got another avatar of determination. Oh. I probably should have moved, but I have no idea what the abilities are. Alright, and then I think we need to go down here. This looks like a boss arena right here. The Pale Eye. After... Well, it was so funny because when I
Do not care who you
well,
are.
let me let this girl talk.
Elder child beggar, it is done.
Oh, looks like he spawns ads.
You have proved your strength and endurance. But what about your loyalty? Come back to the fire. Your last trial awaits you.
Now we gotta kill Nalarok. Oh yeah. Sorry, I finally remembered what I was gonna say. So it's funny because I think I've told this story before, but I never thought that I would be a tank. You know, that new player experience. You're like, oh, I just want to be DPS. You know, hide in the back, hit frostbolt like 12 times and kill the boss. You know, because I didn't think I would be good enough to do it. You know, and it's that social anxiety, you know, that tank anxiety. But I don't know how it happened, but I kind of jumped into it, and I should have known because when I was playing my rogue, the second character I made was a warrior, and this was back when I was much younger and newer to the game. And that warrior, I tried to make him a tank, but I made him an arms warrior. And so basically all that means is that where is that? So on this I put this, which is a DPS spec, and this was back in Cataclysm, I think. And I want to say I was tanking Shadowfang Keep, and I was just getting smacked up. And they're like, well, Trevor, I don't know what's the problem, you know, like I feel like you have good gear, blah blah blah. And they're like, wait a minute, I just realized you don't have a shield. And I'm like, yeah, but I'm a warrior, I'm a tank. And they're like, what spec are you? Oh, I'm arms. Oh my god. So I had to respec. We were able to finish that dungeon, but immediately after I had to respec into a tank spec, so that way I could actually tank the dungeon. And at the time I couldn't wrap my head around I couldn't wrap my head around like talent trees, which is this. Like, it didn't make any sense to me. So, but yeah. But yeah, I switched over and then quit playing that character and went back to my rogue. But actually, I lied. I know what started it. So when I came back to WoW, it was during BFA, right at the end of the Battle for Azeroth expansion. That's what they call BFA. Let's see, that revitalizing water. And what I really like about that is they've identified like casts that you want to interrupt by putting like a special border around the spell. So it kind of helps with like, because normally you would have an add-on that would tell you like interrupt, you know. But since they added it into the game, it's better because, you know, trying to get new people into the game and then telling them that you got to download like 25 different add-ons just to play it, you know, it's like, damn, no other game really requires this. If I was to play something like Monster Hunter or Dark Souls, I just boot up the game and I play it. I don't need to go to CurseForge and download add-ons and all that.
What took you so long, eh? Delor will not fight me without you.
Hold. Before you face Deloa, you must face and kill me.
Easy peasy.
Sacrifice, even of the things we cherish.
Here, bitch. Kill those totems. Oh, that is so unlucky. They put a totem right there. Oh.
Well done, Amaneko. You have passed the trial.
As she's nearly dead.
Burden of Nalarak.
We killed her? Oh, Lord.
Died honorably, but the death of those loyal to me, that is my burden. It will be yours as Hashe.
What a merciful God. Yeah, kill this bitch. I'm all for a good spar, but did we really have to kill her? get over here.
I'll give you cover.
We did it. We killed his ass.
Life was mine. Oh, the dream.
Ooh. Speak with Zuljara outside. Come on, girl. Ooh. But yeah, oh yeah, so let me take this portal. But yeah, when I got back during BFA, what was I playing? I played a Death Knight, because Death Knights were always my favorite lore class and all that. And at, I kept getting smoked in the heroics. I used to play with a friend I had, and we would just spam dungeons, and then, you know, I tried to move up to heroics. I had no idea what mythics were. I was still a baby, so I was just playing the game just to play it. So I did heroics. I was like, oh, heroics. I want to be, you know, I want to be a real gamer. I kept getting clapped, and then I quit. Because I think that's actually when Shadowlands came out, and I was doing Shadowlands heroics. And I think the dungeon that I was doing was, what was that dungeon called? Was it Theater of Pain? Or I think maybe it was Necrotic Wake, something, or maybe Plaguefall. It was something like that. And we were just getting smoked, so I left. I stopped playing that. I started playing Classic, and that's when Burning Crusade was out. And it went into Wrath of Lich King. Oh my god. I got my mage Chill Bill leveled up, and I had another mage named Just Chill Out, as you can see the pattern. But they moved him to Old Blanchy because the server was full, and I had to wait in an 8-hour queue. They're like, well, you can move if you want. I was like, sure. So I was like, oh, Blizzard's doing a free transfer. Normally they charge $20 for that. So I'm like, all right, cool, I'll do a transfer. Transferred over to Old Blanchy. Typed in /who because I was gonna do a dungeon. Dude, there was one or two people online when I did /who on my server. I'm like, damn. Logged out, made Chill Bill, leveled him up to 80 on Maladath, I want to say. And yeah, never looked back. It was fucking awesome. I did Naxxramas. I did a little bit of Ulduar. I never did ICC. Oh, I had to sneeze there. Never did ICC, Ice Crown Citadel, the raids. And then I did heroics, and I was like, you know what? I want to level a warrior, because I was watching Asmongold, and I was like, oh, he makes his tank and shit look easy, so I won't do it. And I went through my ups and downs, right? But my warrior, Mr.GameAndWatch, fucking awesome. And and then that made me be like, all right, I'll play retail. I found out what Mythic Plus was, and I was hooked. And then I've already told this story, but we were just getting the AI was dragging their nuts across our face we were doing like a +0. We were in there for like 4 hours. I'm surprised I found a group that was as terrible as I was, but we just couldn't do it. It was like Azure Vaults or something like that. And yeah, but I stuck with it, and here I am playing the worst spec in the game. You get all the flame and none of the fame.
Defeated
You know?
Nalarak. Now what do we do? Nanea, but I...
Killed me? For years, we have dreamed the dream of the dreamer. And now,
Move this cursor.
we have his mercy.
Oh yeah.
And you have my blessing, cub of the Amani. To the ferocity of your Hashura's loyalty. My strength will be your strength, Zuljara. Now rise and receive my favor.
Yeah.
We will return to our people. And when you need us at Nalarak, we will be there.
Yay. Oh my goodness. I don't know if I can bear this burden. Man, one of the stores failed their inspection because somebody was they touched their phone and then they made food. Like a dumbass. Why would you do that? Oh, I know that person was fired. Crit and haste slaps. I would love like verse and haste. But whatever. Basically, before I pick this gear, well, let me pick the gear first. I'm being fucking stupid. Let me just crit and verse. Nah, I'm gonna go with haste. I need haste. All right, so we've done it. Brunhilder and the Loa are at our side once again. Am I Hashe? I do not know, but I do know I would not have gotten this far without my Hashira. Thanks, honey. Come, we will return to Amani Zar and tell Kinduru and Zul'Jan the good news. Right, so basically,
Now that I have
like-
Nalarak's blessing and burden, we can rally my people and end Mordoon for good.
okay, girl, you done? All right, so basically, when it comes to gear, you look at the stats, right? So I'm probably not going to explain this right, but crit increases the chance that I can critical strike and how much damage I can do. And then haste increases how fast. So like a warrior, dude, at 25% haste, warrior feels perfect. If you can get closer to 30, it feels even better. Because your abilities just that just jumped me way up. But see, your abilities just it's a lot to explain, but anyhow, there's something called a GCD. So if you watch as I hit this ability, right, that ticking, like you see how it goes, like every ability goes like that. It's called a GCD. Haste, I believe, reduces that time before you can hit another ability, as well as I believe it can reduce cooldown. So it's like when you get high haste, you can really just spam your abilities. You can just boom, 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 you know. And that's good for me as a warrior because like if I get in trouble, I can spam ignore pain. If I get if I need damage, I can spam my shield slam, you know. Crit, like we said, it increases how much I can heal myself for. It's a small heal though. Like how much I can, like the critical chance to heal, the critical chance to do damage, and just increases my chance to crit in general. So obviously I'm at 18%. You know, if I got this up to like, I don't know, 50%, basically means like every second hit I do could crit, you know. Versatility I really like because it just is a flat, instead of like crit where it's very like variable, it's just a flat boost overall. So as you can see, it increases my damage, and my current stats increases my damage and healing done by 10% and decreases the damage I take by almost 5%. So the higher my versatility is, the more those percentages will go up. So if you're a gambler, crit all the way. But if you just want that cushion, versatility. Obviously a great player will go for both, you know. And then mastery is kind of always been kind of ass. It's good to have, but So you can see it increases my chance to block by 10%, increases my chance to critically block, blocking twice the amount by 30%. So it would sound good, but just the overall buffs that you get from these other ones kind of overlaps it. And usually you could just go to like a website like Maxroll or Wowhead or whatever and see what all the Omega sweats are kind of theory crafting. Then you have something like Leech, basically gives some of my damage back to me as health, and then dodge, parry, and then block. Right. So blocking reduces damage of an attack by almost 50%. So I have a 35% chance to block everything. And you can't block magic. Now they used to have a ability. What was it called? You have Spell Reflect, which is one, and they had another one which was Shield Block that could block magic, but when they simplified the game, they kind of removed some of those extra abilities because they were like, well, we want to decrease bloat, blah, blah, blah. You know, my talent tree, every warrior has this one, and then my specific spec has this one. So if I was arms, it would be different. If I was fury, it would be different. Arms is my favorite spec besides prot. I just haven't played it in a while. It just feels really good. Because when you hit that Mortal Strike, oh my god, like if you do double overpower into Mortal Strike and you just watch half the enemy's health go away, it's like just the long dick of the law, man. Oh. And then Fury is cool. It's more spin to win, two-handed, fast warrior. You know, I like this more. It's kind of like, okay, think of it like this. Think of like your dual sword wielding like warrior, you know, double axes, double swords, very fast, blah blah blah. This is like your Juggernaut. Like that's the guy in the movie who walks out real slow like Sauron, like, and then, you know, just boom, you know, that's pretty cool. But yeah. And obviously the other people are gonna be like, oh, like I don't really care what the meta is. I just play what I want to play. You can go a lot far. Like there's people that set the world first or like world records in Mythic Plus or in rating or whatever that play off meta. So fuck the meta. Break the meta.
And what?
Sushara, your brother refused to wait. He took the warriors and he's gonna get them. I couldn't stop him.
He took them all.
Perhaps we can catch up.
I don't understand. Even with the Loa,
The Loa! The Witherbark come to aid Diamani. The Shadowpine come to aid Diamani.
The Raventusk come to aid the Amani.
The Loa! The back! All not be lost!
let us take the fight to the Twilight's blade. For the Amani tribes.
I'm not gonna.
For Zulama!
I don't want to say it. I think the crown is fucking dumb. Like, I don't know. I know it's some people's vibes, but this is my least favorite vibe. Like Battle for Azeroth had a lot of these like troll, like Aztec-y kind of vibes. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. I can't wait until season 1 starts though. But I gotta get to max level. I'm level 83, and I think max level is 85. Or maybe it's 90.
Vengeance for Atanaman! Remind these invaders this land is ours!
Amani reinforcements. No matter. More chaos and death to please Zalatan.
The law have given me power, but still the thrill of battle is what fills my heart.
Do you need protection?
Spoken like a typical Amani, but I would be lying to say I don't feel the same.
And let's see which of us feels the thrill more.
Oh, there we go.
Greetings, Achiason's favor. You got orders, Ashura?
Do you need protection?
It is an honor to battle beside you. Blast your enemy.
Fight for the Amani. All of them.
You have 4 dudes that can't even beat this one non-elite flittering shadow, huh?
It is an honor to battle beside you.
Okay, that's a little bit more trouble.
Achiason guides me to victory. Achiason guides me to victory. Your struggle is entertaining, but you will die for the glory of Zalatan.
My wings will scour the twilight blade. Destroy the conduits.
play with us?
Where the fuck is the... Oh, there it is. Need one more.
These void-addled mongrels are wonderful playthings.
Come, Hashura. Let them feel your inner flame.
My minions are nothing more than fodder. Say as many as you wish.
Flee, fledglings. Flee from the sight of fire's true strength.
Finally joining the battle. Show our foes what you know. Fought like a true Amani, Hashura.
We couldn't wait any longer for your lower. If my hand forced yours, so be it.
The Amani leader welcomes you. We need to take the fight to Mordoon. Let's go.
I have a feeling that this guy is either going to get in the way and betray us,
To challenge me.
or he's going to get killed because of his fucking arrogance. Oh my god, and their plot armor. They're just going to run by all this shit and pull it. He's like, alright, you have fun with that. Conqueror's Sanctum. Boom.
Mordoon thinks he is safe behind his barrier.
Great Loa, you helped us get this far. But it must be us that end this fight for...
Go
Let's
forth.
kick his ass. I'm sensing a betrayal. Yeah, see? Because they're brother and sister, Zul'Jan and Zuljara. But he, since the beginning, I thought he was the leader. Because we meet him first. And he's just had this arrogant, like, haughty attitude. Where, he's just like, I'm going to just do what I want. Blah, 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 you know? Kick his ass! Kick his ass!
Die by your hand, mortals. Only a god could slay me.
Oh, he's elite. Oh my god.
How about the mortals blessed by four of them?
Bring your corpses to Salazar personally.
Not if my blade. Send her yours.
I love these effects though. I'm not gonna lie. Like the purple void shit. Oop. Kill him! Kill him until he dies!
Baraka, my friend.
Is... nah. I don't think he's dead. I don't think he's dead, now that I think about it. Ooh.
Naga,
Talk to Zuljara.
finally.
It's not the fucking end.
The battlefield is quiet. Your warriors must have finished off the remaining Twilight's blade.
Life will be a dream. Life will be a dream. Do 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 do.
Come, I need your counsel.
A cutscene, yeah.
You risked much for us, Zuljara, daughter of Zarama. Our sacred bond, so long abused, is restored with the land, with your people.
Your faithfulness, your courage, has brought us all together, young Hashe.
Hashe. But I...
It is so.
It is so.
Not by our decree, but by theirs.
Das Dingo! Yeah.
I'm listening.
Yes, sir.
The Amani leader
Boom.
gives you leave. The Amani... You have my thanks. Go, Kinye Ono. The Amani will greet you with honor in our lands.
The Amani never die.
And if you find Zul'Jin, remind him that he and I are always blood, no matter what.
See, was that Chekhov's gun? Nazebo? No. I think it's Taz Dingo. That's what the trolls say. Like, Taz Dingo. Hey.
Good. Someone competent for once.
A simple question with no simple answer. I assume my sister asked you to find me. She knows me well. Sometimes I wish she didn't. Tell Zul'Jara that her failure of her little brother is fine. No, you have earned that much from me at least. I'll return to Amanizar soon after I spend enough time staring into the past. What is he upset about?
Magical animals. We need solutions. We were young when our mother died. My sister held the tribes together with the force of her will. Without the Loa, I could never be the warrior that Zul'Jara is. I talk my way through problems. She plows through them head on. We have different goals for the Amani. Zul'Jara focuses on growing and preserving the Amani tribes within Zul-Aman. I see the strength of the Amani, our tribe. We should conquer those around us. Zul'Jara doesn't understand. When Mordoon came, I saw my vision of the Amani coming to life. With the Lightwood, we would conquer the Twilight's blade, and then Eversong. Zul'Jara could not see my vision, but I saw no other way. The Loa? The Loa say our grandfather, the great Zul'Jin, betrayed them. But why believe them, or my doddering uncle, or any Gokinye? They abandoned us. They abandoned us. How do we know they won't do it again? I see your eyes are widening, Ashura. You're right. Forget what I have said. We have won. Zul'Jara has won. I will go back to the village and celebrate with my sister.
Aww.
Anaria Shala. Pleasantries can wait. I am the blade of the light.
So, I feel.
Let us make haste for the sanctum of light.
Oh, so we're done.
May evoke skepticism in Lorthamar. Best you're with me when he hears it.
Oh, so we're done with the. Oh shit! Nice. But anyhow, very nice. I didn't realize it would be over like that. But fair enough. Oop. But I kind of agree with old buddy, old pal there. Like, I don't know. I feel like I want to empathize and feel like I would feel the same. Like, I don't know. He could be right. The gods could abandon them again. And then what? You know? Then they're kind of caught out. But oh well. Take the flight path over there. Get started on the next chapter. We're at 8 out of 17 chapters. We're damn near almost done with the story. Pretty soon we'll be level 84 and then level 85. And then after that, we're just chasing achievements. And I think that's it. The achievements are just for rep, really. Which, by the way, yeah, that's what we're looking for. I wish I could find the little renown button. They got rid of it. Oh, so it's under journeys now? I didn't know that. Yeah, okay, so this is where we are. What is it? 25 levels again, right? Oh, it's 20. Crown of the Loa. Nobody wants that. Loa speaker. Let's see. Journeys, the singularity. Earn the title, the singular. What about this one? I like the titles. Earn the title, honorary Harati. Don't know about that one. Silvermoon Court. Earn the title, the life of the party. I guess I'm gonna have to get that one. Oh well. But I mean, I guess I could see where he's coming from. I guess. Like, yeah, the Loa could definitely come back and betray y'all. Or abandon y'all again. Shit, I don't know. But at the same time, though, it totally stinks of betrayal. Oh, I don't know. Maybe he's gonna, in like the next patch, because this expansion is probably gonna be out for like another year or two. So they're gonna keep doing multiple patches to update the story. So I'm sure he's either gonna end. Maybe he ends up going with Xal'atath just to kill her brother, or he still betrays her or doesn't see eye to eye, and then they figure out a way to reunite. It just depends, because there's multiple angles they could go. Or they could just do the safe and boring route, like he goes back, he admits that he's wrong, and then maybe he has a little bit of doubt, but they just live happily ever after, you know. That's the third option. So either he's going to betray her and get killed, like we kill him or she kills him, and they just have to have that moment. Or he betrays her or disagrees with her, I would say. And, well, hold up. Let me think this through. There could be 4 options, my bad. So, it could be he betrays her and she has to kill her. Like, he doesn't agree with using the Loas. He doesn't like the leadership, because he reminds me a lot of Garrosh. Garrosh had the same story where he argued with Thrall, his uncle, like, oh, you know, we should expand the Horde. We should take over everything around us. We shouldn't just sit here and Kalimdor and Orgrimmar and just, but like, we need to take shit over. We need to get resources. We need to take whatever we take. And Thrall was more of like, let's do things the peaceful way, young one, and blah blah blah. And Garrosh ended up, you know, becoming the leader of the Horde and doing exactly what he wanted to do, which was fucking with everybody else. He broke all the treaties. He dropped that bomb on Theramore. He was pissing off the Alliance. He was pissing off the Horde. He was just like, might equals right. We're warriors. We don't need the gods. We don't need wisdom. Blah blah blah. And he was a badass war chief, but you know. So anyways, that's option 1 that I really think that's going to happen, but I don't know. Option 2 is that he just disagrees with her, doesn't see, same premise, disagrees with her. Maybe he doesn't necessarily betray her, but he just goes off and does his own thing. That would be kind of unfulfilling, because it's like, okay, well, you're never going to hear from this character again. He just kind of leaves the story. But I guess it makes sense. Like, he's just like, you know what? I don't like this new age, this Gen Z shit. I'm gonna go somewhere else. And then the third option, I guess, is like he betrays her and then she brings him back into the light. You know, she manages to convince him at the last second, and then, you know, he becomes a good guy again. And then I guess the last option, which I really don't think is going to happen, which is just that they live happily ever after. And like I said, maybe he still has some doubt or something like that, but you know. But I think it's either option 1, like that's just the full-on betrayal and he dies, or option 3, like he's going to go to the path of darkness and come back to the light. Like, it's got to be one of those two for sure. Because like option 2 and option 4 are just kind of like, that's ass cheeks. Like, oh, you know, either whether he doesn't get along and he just goes away, or he stays and he just plays, you know, the cooperative brother. Like, come on, bro. He literally just sat there and revealed so much of his character right there. And it would be more interesting. Anyhow, on to the next. The Yap sessions. Let's see if it's still bugged, huh? Where's it at? Is it here? Or where is it at? To Hammerfell, right? It's 2.3k yards away. Oh, it's in Quel'Danas, huh? And you can't fly over there, can you? Oh, I didn't get the flight path because I'm a moron. I see. I see. Yes, a happily ever after. Wouldn't that be great? They just, you know, roast marshmallows and just forget about their problems. Oh, it's okay. Because we need somebody like Garrosh back. And Zul'Jan, that would be pretty badass. If he's just like, fuck it. I'll do what I, you know, he just like unites the Yamani. He causes like a rebellion, splits the Yamani in half. And then maybe they join Xalatath, or maybe will be interesting too is if he doesn't join Xalatath's side per se, but he's just combative against his sister. Like he just pulls half her troops away, does his own thing, builds up, she builds up her shit, and they're fighting for the same, like she's just trying to be like Thrall, diplomatic, negotiating, whatever, and Zul'Jan is trying to take everything over, and then Xalatath comes and that causes them to take both their armies to be like, well, you know what, I still don't like you, but I'm gonna figure it out, and then they end up working together and seeing eye to eye, and he gets that need for battle and conquering, because also, why would they drop a line like, oh, blood is thicker than or remember that he's always my brother, and that I'm his blood, or something like that. They fixed it. Telling you, as soon as I flew over here and I didn't see 40 people standing around, I was like, oh, they fixed it. Well, I guess we'll do this then.
Is this about the Red Dawn?
Quite the opposite. We're going to see someone who is doing something wonderful.
Where is this?
Something I failed
Oh,
to
it's in the
accomplish.
Arathi Highlands. Oh my god, I haven't been here since what was it? Classic?
What brings you and your friends to Hammerfell? Please tell me
Where's
the
that
world
flight
isn't
path at?
ending again.
Flight path? Flight path? Flight path? Oh, well, we can't use it right now. That's sad.
The light guides us. Help however you can.
A humble
Hunger
servant.
and poverty are the most dangerous villains. My friend, if you could help with the cleanup and deliveries, Arator can help me with some work that needs another pair of hands.
If you'll all excuse me, I must find Eitrig. There are some things I need to arrange.
Thank the spirits, brothers and sisters. Quickly now.
Farewell.
Oh, this guy. The open hammer fall back up. Yeah, in the Arathi Highlands, I remember this because we had to do, what was the quest called? Hellkiller's Rod, where you had to build that staff for the mage, or the wand. Oh my god, I hated that shit, because remember, back in Classic, you couldn't fly, so you had to like, and in Wrath, they added mounts at level 20, but let's say you did this quest in like Vanilla or TBC when you got your mount at level 40, you would walk from here to up here, or my bad, from here to over here to, I think, was it somewhere up here where it's like the snow-capped peaks or some shit like that, like I think it's the Arathi Highlands, but it's higher. You would just go all over the place, and you would walk, and it would take literally like hours. It's like, fuck. The shaman quest was the worst though. Dude, the shaman quest before a mount would have you go from here. Let me see if I remember this right. You had to go like over here, I think, and you got one of the totems. And then it was the water totem one that allowed you to do like, was it healing tide or something like that? So anyways, you had to go here. Then you had to go to like, I think it's Orgrimmar and take, or Undercity, and take the Zeppelin over to Orgrimmar. And I think you had to go down here to Thousand Needles. Hold on, I've never heard of this before. But you had to go down here to Thousand Needles and do something else. And you would do this shit on foot. It took like multiple, like, oh my, it just, well, it took me multiple hours. And then I never made another shaman.
Goodbye. How may I aid you?
I don't want to be here either.
Be careful.
Eat Hammerfall. Oh. Disgusting cockroach. Who knew the hero of Azeroth would be destroying disgusting cockroaches?
I understand, Fowl. I'll gather the others and wait for your arrival. Look for me among those in need.
Send those supplies for you, and then we do this. And now we just gotta fill this bar up. Kill some more rats. Oh. 87%. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice.
I'm grateful for your What do you want?
More work. A humble servant.
Hunger and poverty are the most the discarded weapons of past wars litter the fields and complicate farming. If you would gather what you can, Erator and I will prepare the forge. I'm grateful for your assistance. Look.
Is this what it means to be a Sunwalker?
For some. Others are content to smite the wicked with a giant hammer. But allowing the innocent to suffer, that is the worst evil.
I love the Tauren.
This isn't the type of thing the Silver Hand gets involved in, is it?
Alonsis has told me how he always intended for the Silver Hand to focus on this kind of service. But war changed what his paladins were called to do. Alonsis tells me stories of his first students. The legendary Uther was apparently quite the nurse. I would have liked to meet the man during that time.
My father was one of those students. He's never mentioned any of this to me.
I don't know the High Exarch well. I do know he's been to other worlds, far from here, fighting for an unimaginable amount of time. We're shaped by the events in our lives, but we can choose how we will live going forward. What type of paladin do you want to be, Erator? What type of person?
I want to come back here and help you once this war has ended. I think this is as much my calling as facing down the horrors of the Void.
Mm-hmm. How touching. I just like the Taurens. I don't know. They just have a badass aesthetic and voice. They always have that deep, grumbling, rumbling voice.
I need to get closer.
And what I always wonder is like, is it a voice act? Like, could there be a voice actor like that, or is it just all effects? Because somebody in the world has to have a voice like that. Just a deep, rumbling voice.
I'm out of range.
Skull cleaver. That is kind of badass.
I need to get closer.
I believe that was one of the weapons that my Death Knight used to use in Wrath of the Lich King. Was it the Colossal Skull Cleaver or something like that? It was like one of the best weapons you got from, what the fuck is it called? Oh my god, don't tell me I forgot it. Caverns of Time? Or not necessarily Caverns of Time, not Siege of Lordaeron, but Culling of Stratholme, I think. But it was the Time edition where you had to go to the cavern and you had to talk to Chromie, and she's like, "Oh, we're gonna go back and relive the events of you know."
We'll make something useful out of this refuse. Help is always appreciated.
Light bless you, friend. I must now steal Erator and the champion away. Arrangements have been made to find one lost relic.
Thank you, Desco. I really admire what you're doing here. I'll be sure to return.
Are you a seeker of light or darker power?
Hey, we go to the Burning Steps. Nice. Look at this. When can you have the option to do Mythic Plus? So that's actually on the calendar, I believe. I need to look it up. But season 1, so it's just like a battle pass. There's season 1, 2, 3, and 4. And basically in every expansion there's 3 or 4 seasons. And they do 8 dungeons each season. So I believe season 1 comes out. Is it on here? Time walking dungeon events, PvP, March on Quel'Danas. So I want to say it comes out here, like on the 31st. But I could be wrong. One sec. It's not really an event. It's like multiple. It's like, I want to say 3 or 4 or 5 months, something like that, where you just do those 8 dungeons, and then you just get to Keystone Hero, do the raid, because the season comes out with the new raid, and usually people spend the whole season trying to do the raid on normal, then heroic, and then on mythic. The Race to World First comes out where like day 1 at season 1, everyone's getting ready to see who can clear the raid on mythic the first. And it's like a big esports thing. There's a lot of money, a lot of people compete. I am nowhere near good enough for that. And then Mythic Plus opens up when season 1 opens, and then PvP season starts. So all the PvP nerds, they start getting rating and experience, and they get to do arena. They basically have like the gladiators. So basically, if you're, I want to say the rank 1 warrior or rank 1 mage or rank 1 whatever, you know, all that stuff comes out. Yes.
There you are. Foul.
But
Why'd you bring us back to this desolate place?
I'm gonna end it right now because I'm gonna do some chores and then go get some stuff to cook and then make breakfast and all that. I know it's 2 in the afternoon, but I haven't eaten. And I think I'm gonna get some stuff to make breakfast, but I at least have to do chores for sure. But I'll probably be back on later or definitely tomorrow. But yeah. But hope you enjoyed. Yep. My little show. I'm gonna keep questing and all that. Bye bye.